Former President Joe Biden is diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. His office shared the news in a statement on Sunday, saying the cancer cells have spread to the bone. The 82-year-old former president was diagnosed on Friday after he was seen for experiencing urinary symptoms.
I want the viewer to know that most of the time prostate cancer would be asymptomatic. When it reaches the point where you already have urinary symptoms, that's also a sign that it's pretty far advanced.
His office also says the case seems to be hormone sensitive, allowing for an effective management of the diagnosis.
Well, hopefully they could stop it if it's so testosterone dependent by the hormone therapy and hopefully by radiation. I wouldn't say it's ominous, but I'd say it's very, very concerning and clearly a life-threatening situation.
Reactions are pouring in from both sides of the aisle. President Donald Trump wishes Biden a, quote, fast and successful recovery, writing in part, Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family. Former Vice President Kamala Harris calls Biden a fighter, writing on X, I know he will face this challenge with the same strength, resilience, and optimism that have always defined his life and leadership.
I think the American people and people in general, when they see somebody facing a diagnosis with this, have sympathy.
Those on both sides are calling this an inappropriate time to play, quote, politics. Donald Trump Jr. shares an image on X that wrote in part, politics aside, we wish him a speedy recovery. Biden and his family will be looking into treatment options with his doctors. Eben Brown, Fox News.
As you just heard, President Biden has not only been diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer, but we also received information that it has spread to the bone. We spoke with a local expert on what that means.
Once it spreads outside the prostate to bones or lymph nodes, which are the two most common sites that prostate cancer spreads to, then our treatment strategies often, instead of being curative, are just overall maintenance. So meaning that if the tumors were only confined to the prostate, then either treatments such as radical surgery, where we would remove the whole prostate, or radiation to that prostate are considered more standard of care because they have such a high cure potential. Once it spreads outside the prostate, then absolute cure becomes a little bit more challenging, which is why we consider it more serious. That's where we evoke these hormone therapies to control it. And in many times, it's been compared to situations like diabetes. Like sometimes you can't cure diabetes, but you maintain it with medications.
Prostate cancers are graded for aggressiveness based on what is known as the Gleason score. The scores range from 6 to 10, with 8, 9, and 10 prostate cancers behaving more aggressively. And Biden's office said his score was a 9, suggesting his cancer is among the most aggressive.